Pittsburgh. It's time for Enter Sandman. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Northern Illinois Huskies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. David Pollack and Jesse Palmer will join me shortly. For now, let's enjoy Enter Sandman. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Virginia Tech's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Huskies offense will go to work for the first time. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now on first down from the 40. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Wide open spaces. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Wants to throw. It's Rayner. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Brock. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to throw, it's Applewhite. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Northern Illinois will line up with a 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Big play for both of these teams early in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
What a throw on 1st down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is
intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Huskies. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might... making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Give to the running back. Turning it on. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. He now has 56 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. A designed run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
He's looking to pass. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break. Northern Illinois holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Get ready. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. He'll try to tack on one more.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down, 10 yards to go. They go to the ground. Turns it on at midfield. There he goes. He's at the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
You get near the goal line, more big bodies come in, everybody gets condensed. This offense says, forget that. We're going to get on the perimeter right now. Get it to our fast guy. He gets around the corner, and he gets in the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab deep. It's a seam wide open. The tag. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the air on 1st down. Buying some time. Finds his man. It's Gilbert. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge 1st down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Takes the easy one to the back. Working well behind the stick. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Hokies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Holloway. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Hokies have their offense in high gear. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. Oh, they knock it free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Leaves it with the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about Northern Illinois. During the offseason, they go out, they get a top 25 recruiting class. That's nothing to scoff at. But the question is, how do they move up from here, David?
Well, and how do these talented young guys perform at this level, right? We don't really know. I mean, top 25 class is good. It's not elite, but how do these guys perform, Palmer, early, day one in their career?
Yeah, they're going to have to grow up pretty quick because we expect to see a lot of these guys play meaningful snaps in this game here today as well. I think that's what the fan...
Oh, he's got some space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
The give to the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field and cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. He splits the uprights, and they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Rayner. Gets open down the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Hokies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And the Huskies, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second.
It's a running room. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. That pass is incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Hokie. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And they didn't. No, at least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Time to take a shot. Snags it on the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Floating away. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Brock. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. Puts it out of the air. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And he got it, but that thing was spitting and sputtering by the time it found its way into the right corner. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Here's a heat. Fires downfield. Hauls it in. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The lone back's got it. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the right side. Touchdown, Northern Illinois! And the pummeling has started.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And with the extra point, they pushed the...
What else is happening in college football this weekend? Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you thought this coach was colorful before, wait till his postgame. They're trailing by 21 to Buffalo. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Setting up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense in.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play. These guys came to your school to play in this offense, to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Hokies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. jet sweep to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Polk. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's Polk. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
To the air, it's Rayner. He'll take a shot. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Hold and fire complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Unleashes one. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Hokies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Got the first down, looking for more.
And the QB sneak has been around for 4,000 years. Obviously some exaggeration, but so hard to stop. Quarterback gets it, starts to burrow behind that offensive line, and now you got the push behind with these guys. It's almost impossible to stop.
Working that left side. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. The Hokies look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Looking left. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wiggins. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be third and long. They'll send the back in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Still looking on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Hokies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to power it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll try to power it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. He'll set up to throw. Under fire. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on fourth down and goal.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Finds his man. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. And the Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just keeps slinging it. Looking to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. Scoop it up and going the other way.
And after that blocked field goal, that just sums up the kind of day it's been for these guys, right? It's not just offense and defense, but even on special teams. They haven't been able to execute. They've got a lot of areas to improve on the next time they take the field.
Opening snap. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Look out, he's got room. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.